Okay. Ready?
Mhm.
And 3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of So She Reads. I'm Anaya.
I'm Megan.
And today we're going to be talking to you guys about the Alliance series.
You just feel like you have to do an evil laugh. You just feel like it. You just have
Wow.
to.
Okay, so if you guys have not read this series, it is a mafia romance series by S.J. Tilley. It follows 4 different men. Each book is a different couple. And
It is interconnected.
they're interconnected standalones though, so you can read them a little bit out of order if you would like. They're really good, honestly. They're very quick reads. Honestly, I read most of them in a day, max 2 days.
Yeah.
They were
Because of life.
Yeah, they're really quick to get through. They're very straightforward. They're not going to be these wild, like crazy in-depth stories.
Yeah, no details.
Yeah.
Like not no like well there are details, but it's just like there's not.
I guess the best way I can describe it is it gives contemporary romance in the dark romance world. Does that make sense? Because I feel like dark romances tend to be like very
Way
deep
darker.
and dark.
Yeah.
This is very light and straight to the point and quick, and then like
so like
that's
I
it.
would say like dark gray.
It's like a gray.
Yeah, good gray.
They're gray.
Yeah, they're gray.
But again, in terms of like the style of read, it's very contemporary romance style where it's like very quick. You're gonna get the story. You're gonna get done.
It's just
in and
mafia
out.
romance. It's not
Yeah.
dark mafia. It's just mafia romance.
Yeah, and they're great. They were good palate
They're
cleansers.
great palate cleansers.
Yeah.
And honestly, you're just like, it's just you love love. You love love, and you're just like, oh, even you criminals. Criminals can have love. I love books where you root for the criminals. No lie.
Of course.
I'm not even lying.
Villains do it better.
They
That's
really
just,
do.
That's just.
You want the taste of a bad boy, and also these are like men.
Oh yeah.
These are not boys. These are men.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
it's like they're not going through. Well, yeah, they're not going through this like emotional damage and stuff like. No, they're like, I got my shit. I went through some shit, but this is how I am. Take it or leave it. Let me be real with you. You're taking it.
Yeah, I was like, there's no leaving it.
There's no
That's
leaving
it.
it. And they're like, but like I like that they have like self-awareness. Like at this point, their frontal lobe is fully developed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, also they are age gap as well. So all of
Yeah.
the men are literally 39 plus. So they're grown ass men, and the women are like mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
So
Or
if you love an
30, yeah.
age gap romance, chef's kiss. Oh, so good. This book is so good. Books are so good.
Loves an age
I
gap.
love.
She loves an age gap. Which I don't care. I don't care. I'm not like I'm not
10
like,
to 15 years older, sign me up.
To me, I'm like they're gonna piss me off no matter what age in life. Like let's be real. Everyone be pissing me off. But yeah.
I do. Okay,
Yeah.
so we are not really gonna do like a whole in-depth on each individual book. We will touch on all 4 of the books.
Yeah, we're just gonna yap
Yes.
because we need to. Freaking finally.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, let me tell you guys how this came about though, okay? So we walked into a local bookstore in Miami, which is called Steamy Lit, shout out.
Yes.
And we were just looking at books, and I came across this like indie cover, looking book with just a man on it, and it said King. And I was like, well, that's cool. Let me just like take a look. And then I read the back, and I was just like, I'm buying this book. So unbeknownst to me, it was book 2 out of the series, okay? And while I was reading it, I was kind of like, I feel like I'm missing something.
Yeah.
So finally I looked it up and I was like, oh, no wonder this is book 2. And so then, you finish it. It was my palate cleanser. I moved on to other books. Then all of a sudden I went to Barnes & Noble and I saw Nero, the new covers with the like aluminum, what it's called?
Metallic sprayed edges.
Metallic sprayed edges. And like, it was just, I was like, no way, this is the Alliance series. So then I looked and I was like, oh my goodness, it's it.
Yeah.
So then they started coming out and I was just so excited. And she was with me. So I was like, you have to read these books. They're so good. Like they're straight to the point. They're like, there's not much to like stress over.
Yeah.
And they're fun. So yeah, I ended up reading the first one, then she read it, and then she blew through the first like 2. And then later on we were like, let's do a video on it. So then she read the last 2 and then I read the last 2.
Yes. And
yeah.
let me tell you, honestly, the last 2 are my favorite in the series. I like, and Dom, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started.
So okay, so
Ugh.
your favorite, list them
Okay.
like top to bottom.
So, book-wise, my favorite book is Dom, and then it would be Hans, Nero, then King.
Okay.
Man-wise, my favorite MMC is Dom, then Nero, then Hans, then King.
But in all reality, it's for her.
It's Dom, 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 Dom.
Yeah. Okay, so for me, book-wise, I'm gonna go.
I love how you always have to look at them.
I always have to look at them because I have to think. I don't know why I can't think up here. Okay, I guess if I had to, I would say my favorite is Hans, then Dom, then Nero, then King.
Okay. Man-wise.
Man-wise, Nero all day. Nero, then Dom, then King, then Hans.
Okay.
Yeah. Only because, or you want to give your reasoning?
Go ahead. I'll let you go first.
Only because I feel like I gravitate more towards the recklessness of Nero. And also just like, I feel like I like that he's grumpy. You know, like he's grumpy.
He is.
And Dom just like, he's like a goofball.
That's why I love.
But so is
love
Nero a
him.
little bit, but with his friends and stuff. And then like King is like the adult. I feel like
King
King is the
adult in
of
this
everybody.
entire. He's like, can you guys just grow the fuck up?
Yeah, which I love him, but at the same time, I just feel like, you know, he's a little too serious.
Mhm.
And then Hans is like,
He's the youngest one out of all of them, and it gives.
honestly though, but Hans is like, that's trauma I can't deal with. Babe, it was a cookie. It was a cookie, babe. It was a cookie. Calm down.
You know that? Okay. No, because honestly, I feel like he is the most unhinged out of all of them.
Oh,
okay?
100%.
Like Hans is like,
Yeah.
like the Lulu.
Hans is not even coming up with a cover for like
No.
what he's doing.
No, he's like-
everyone knows he's seeking vengeance, and he's just murking people on a regular basis,
I
and
know.
he's just living like it's doomsday.
Yeah,
like he's
yeah,
living
he
his life
does.
like
He
it's
lives
doomsday.
like yes.
He basically.
Yes.
Have you ever seen Click? He was basically on autopilot this entire time. Eat, sleep, shit, kill, sleep, eat, like and
eat
spy.
anything that his
And
girl
poor
brings.
guy. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's start with
Okay,
Nero, though.
wait,
Let's-
hold on.
okay.
Let me tell you.
Oh wait, yeah, your reasoning.
Okay, so for me, I loved Dom's entire personality. To me, I love that he's funny. Like I love a funny. Like, you can get me if you can make me laugh. Like,
Yeah, I feel
sold.
like yeah.
Like that's me. That's why I like Cassian. Like I just love like the goofiness. You know what I mean? And like the humor. But I love that he's just like well, the tattoo,
The aesthetics of
everything.
him.
Everything. But then he's just that guy. Like in Chicago, he's just that guy. And like, I just love him. There's no words. I just love him. I just think I know I do. I love his personality. I love his family relationship. I love that he like takes her in and just kind of just like how he is with her. I just love him.
I would say it's crazy because he's Colombian, but he gave Italian vibes.
Yes.
He gave Italian vibes.
I love that.
I was kind of like, it kind of gave, yeah, it kind of gave Italian vibes. But I will say, okay, the reason why Dom wasn't my favorite is because I feel like I didn't like that he fed into a lot of her tragicness. Like I felt like, but also I loved him because like, dude, when he walked in and just punched this guy in the face,
Oh,
I was just like, love that. Love the problematic. You know
Yes.
why? Because I am very much like that. Let's get the shit show out of the way and then we can have a great weekend with the family.
yeah. He was like,
You
"How
know?
dare you!" Boom.
Like not even. He just literally hit him and then was like, what kind of shit brother are you? He's like, oh yeah, I'm pissed at you too.
And then when he came in, but honestly, I love when he was driving her away. Like once all the shit hits the fan, he's driving her back to Chicago, and then he's like, he just let me take her. Like, what kind of brother just lets me take her?
Also, he's like, I thought I was gonna have to carry her out. She just willingly came. Like he's just like, I was so prepared and nothing happened the way I thought it was gonna happen.
Let me tell you one of the things I actually love about Dom.
Yeah.
Like, not the character, but the book. I loved the way that she wrote this.
I did like that too.
I thought it was so like, okay, so when you read, at this point, Dom is the third book, right?
Yeah.
In the series. When you read Nero and King, you pretty much get Nero and King's POV fairly early, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like you have Peyton, and then Nero comes, I would think like chapter 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And the same thing with King and Savannah. This one, it's like Val. And I'm literally reading this and I'm like, I'm eating through it and I was like, oh my God, I just love him. Oh my God, I love him. And then I'm like, where the fuck is his point of view?
One point of view of him.
And I was like, I'm confused.
It isn't until he tells them they're
Correct.
going to Vegas.
Right,
That
but that's what I loved.
Okay,
so I will say, like, that's what I loved about it, because I was like, okay, I'm reading this and I'm like eating through it and I'm like, oh my God. But then it's like kind of like a little bit of like a little red flag in your mind, because I'm like, he's supposed to be in the mafia, because at this point you know that he's like a mafia. Like,
yeah. It's a mafia
head,
romance.
like kingpin. But no, but he came out in the other book, so you're like, you know, he's like the head of the mafia in Chicago. So I'm like, he's a little cutesy to be a mafia man. I mean, I'm kind of here for it, but also like that's a little strange, you know, whatever, because everything's in Val's point of view. She doesn't know that he is who he is.
Well, she just thinks she met a regular guy,
Correct.
a businessman.
Correct.
And so.
Right. So
and I'm
then,
sorry, no offense. Mafia, no mafia. Men are still men. They're
of course.
like, you know what I'm saying? So
no,
it's like,
but in me as a reader reading it, then we finally get Dom's POV, and it was like, ready the planes, we're going to Vegas, and scene back to Val, and I was like, okay, this is just so strange, but I love that she did it like that, because she's setting you up for the okie doke. Yeah. Right? Because we got everything in Val's POV, when he really lays on the truth that he actually planned this entire thing, you're like, holy fuck, that's why she didn't give us his POV, because everything was like...
but did you not see that coming?
No.
What?
I know.
The entire lead up?
No.
Okay, I knew this was coming. From the moment in the airport.
No, I didn't. It didn't register to me, but I also wasn't looking for it. So I was just reading it.
No, I just knew it because I was just like, her backpack just broke, and then automatically you're buying her a thing, and you're buying her a cookie, and like, I just felt like he was like really trying to embed himself. He was really trying to implant himself.
I don't know. I didn't think
and then
about
when I was just like, when I saw that it was Dom, I was like, wait, is this the same Dom from the King book? And then I was like, okay, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm right. And so then, at that point, I was just like, oh, he's up to some shit.
No, I didn't register. Like, I literally was just like, oh, like, I knew who it was when I read it. Like, when I started reading, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Dom. I'm excited for this, blah, 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 whatever. And like, but as I'm reading it, I'm just like going with the flow. And then when it sprung, I was like, no way.
As soon as like, she had that drink, and then I was just like, oh, he drugged her.
I started feeling, like, for me, I was like, okay, he
drugged
drugged her.
Bathroom, I was like, he drugged her.
I knew that he drugged her for sure with that. And then when he said, say I do, I was like, oh, he's forcing her to get married. Okay. And then I was like, okay, well, clearly he has some ulterior motives with regards to that, but I didn't think he planned it up until that point.
Oh, no, I thought he planned it from the beginning. Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I liked it. And I liked that she wrote it like that, because I loved that you as a reader, or like me personally as a reader, like I kind of got trapped into the whole thing too. And then I was like, oh, fuck.
Like, we're here.
It was set up. It was a setup.
Also, I totally saw coming that he was going to tattoo her finger as soon as she threw out
that.
The
I didn't either.
I
know.
Yeah.
I know.
We're not going to talk about that. But I will say, though, that, like, okay, so, yeah, I really did like Dom. And I really did like, I love the fact that he, like, again, like, he was very family-oriented. I really like the fact that he was very familiar with, like, her life setting without her knowing a bit. I will say the FMC, though, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just over the tragic stories a little bit.
I really like that.
What was refreshing about Hans was that this girl was a normal girl.
I was gonna tell you.
Normal girl.
I actually love the fact that Hans was the one with the tragic backstory in Hans.
Well, it makes sense because he's literally living his life to kill people. Yeah, that makes sense too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, it's on brand. It's weird to me how people have these like really tragic stories and they're just working at Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? My whole family died in a tragic accident that was planned by somebody that we knew in Slovakia. No, and I work at Starbucks. I'm a barista. Like, what? No, him. I dedicated my life to revenge, and like it makes sense.
No, but I actually really loved that, because I feel like in the other ones, like Nero, orphan, and Peyton.
No, and also, like, I also feel like for Hans, like, yeah, he went through something traumatic, but he he wasn't like over dramatic.
He went on he decided to
He made a
change-
choice, and that became his occupation. Okay, but it wasn't like he was crying every day about his sister and like his parents and like stuff. No, he was like, I'm gonna watch The Neighbor.
Okay. What were your thoughts when you first quarter, he's eating these cookies and he's like, and then there's water, and he's like,
That's
dripping it. I was like,
First of all, I was like, babe, don't eat the cookies. She'll
and he's
never
like
know.
shoving it in his mouth. He's like, but I have to eat it. Peanut butter, nope, didn't help.
Again, autopilot. He just needed to feel something, even if it was gag reflex.
I actually love the fact that she's a horrible cook. I
love that
so
too.
funny.
As soon as she's at Nero's house and she's cooking, I'm like, don't you dare make
He's like,
that
nobody
girl's
please
pregnant.
eat the cookies.
That girl's pregnant.
thought the same thing.
At the time when he threw the knife, I thought he was throwing it to save them
And
from
me too,
dying.
me too.
From eating the cookies. But really, he's just like, no, I'm eating these terrible ass fucking cookies.
No, I thought the same thing. I was like, I thought he was trying to be like save her soul because I expected everybody to be like, these are horrible,
But I like that she knows. She knows that she's not that good of a baker.
Yeah. But she
But
still tries.
also, some of it was just like, girl, that was a burnt meatball. You could have taken that one out.
Thank you. I just thought that was so funny.
I thought it was funny.
I also thought it was funny when he went to dinner with her family and he was like totally expecting the food to be terrible. And he's like, this is fucking delicious.
Her mom is a great cook. My poor love of my life neighbor I've been stalking and low-key know everything about is horrible at cooking.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So, okay, so that was Han. So I thought it was really refreshing that we have an FMC that doesn't have like this tragic backstory.
Agreed.
And she actually comes from a very healthy family. And
Agreed.
also though, because she has the emotional intelligence where she can kind of like appreciate his weirdness.
Yes.
Where she's just like, I've lived next to this man for over a year, and I can tell you he's a shut-in. He's clearly a shut-in, but he's fine.
I know.
So I think I can look past it, which is totally on brand for women. I can change him. I can help him.
No.
And honestly, and then she hears about what happened to him, and again, he openly tells the family kind of what happened, and they're just like, she just like starts crying. And honestly, I thought I would cry.
Yeah.
If I saw you showing no emotion and you're telling this whole tragic story, I mean, I wouldn't sob, but I'd be like, oh my God, that's horrible. Are you okay? Like, you poor, So I thought that was really sweet. And also, but like, he seemed like, no, like it happened a long time ago. So like,
I also love the fact that the dad was really perceptive.
I
and
knew the dad was going to be something.
Me
I was
too.
hoping the dad wasn't bad though, because I was like, oh my God, imagine if the dad is actually the guy he's been looking for this whole
No, I
time.
didn't think that. I thought that
Or in connection somehow.
I thought he was gonna be like in cahoots with like Nero King, like that whole thing. But I
No.
actually love the fact that the dad was law enforcement, but of
yeah.
that side,
I was like,
you know what I mean?
I
really like that.
Like, yeah, once the dad didn't show face in the whole like turn of events, I was just like, oh no, then he just was like onto him. He knew.
Yeah.
Kind
And
of
so I did love that. I loved damn, I lost my train of thought.
sorry.
No, it's okay. I love when he like she notices. I love that she noticed right away in Mexico that it was him. Because I was like, if we were gonna have to go through this whole thing, because sometimes people, some authors drag it out where it's like, was that him? No, it wasn't him. You know
what
whatever.
pisses me off is that when they find out that it's him, they're mad.
Yeah. I love that she wasn't mad about it.
I
She
love
was like, I
that.
need to see. Is this him? Oh my God. How is he here?
As
Wait.
soon as he talked, she was like, hold on. I think I know this man. Have you seen Pineapple Expressions? I think I know that bitch. Like, I love that. Yeah,
I know.
because that's realistic. I
Yes,
feel like
because if it was me, you're saving me. Like, thank you. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And then I
100%.
thought that was really cool. And then I loved the fact that when there were people after her and him, well, him specifically, when they come back to the house and then she's in the bunker and she's watching him because the guy touched the post-it notes and he flipped his
I tell you, a lot of trauma.
Literally flipped his
A lot of
shit.
trauma.
When he decapitates the guy and she goes, wow.
Again, on brand.
And she's like not face. She goes.
She's like,
"No."
I should be more mad. I think when she killed someone,
Yeah.
she was just like, I should be more affected by this, but
Yeah.
I'm not. But who goes running in someone's backyard towards them? Like, I think like everything about her was
I
so...
loved her. I actually really loved her.
Yeah,
a
it
lot.
was so like relatable.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And also like with her job, she was like, yeah, I'm in HR. She goes, it's what I do. It's not what I love. Like, I feel like she's
I know.
very, she goes, I don't want them to know I played hooky and went to Target and got coffee. She like runs home for her Zoom meeting.
I know. I really love it.
I
And-
love
okay,
that.
Tell me about, though, I absolutely loved the cameos in the last two books specifically, but especially in Hans. I loved that they tied everybody's story with a little bow.
That they do that for like every last book of a series where it's interconnected, which you love, obviously. But I will say it was refreshing because like Nero's story, for instance, like just to segue into that really quickly, Nero's story is like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And you don't really get a lot of a back end to his past. But in all reality, I get that. I understand that. He's like, what's there to know? I was an orphan, and so I wanted to make money, so I got involved with the gangs and then made friends with King, and then we decided, we found out what they were doing on the back end, so we created our own thing and took them out.
Yeah.
Like, super simple. I love that. I love a straight to the point kind of person.
And then King, he was like, I came for money, but, you know, I got involved with this, and...
Yeah.
A guy's bored, and here we are.
I was a thrill seeker. Yeah.
And then I love that. But I loved the fact that her, my God, why am I blanking on her name?
Who?
In Hans.
Cassie?
Yes. Okay. So I love the fact that Cassie's parents ended up becoming like the pseudo parents for everybody.
I love that.
And I love the Nero and
because
Hans
everyone's parents are either dead or
like fucked up.
Assholes. Yeah.
So I love that her parents, she was like, yeah, my parents know about our little band of like misfit criminals, and she's like, and they love us all.
Yeah.
And then I love that like you get.
It was actually, I think it was Peyton. Peyton was saying that. She was like, because she was watching Nero up there, and she's like, her family is so sweet.
Yeah, like, and then like Nero comes up to her and she goes, I think if Cassie's parents could adopt us all, they would. And then he's like, I know. And I love the fact that Nero made his neighbors move so that Hans and Cassie could buy that house.
I feel like he loved how unhinged he was.
Yes.
I love how Hans just makes every house, like all these places explode.
Yeah.
He's like, I burned down my first house, made her house explode, my house explode. And he's like,
no, everybody's like, that was not how are you supposed to cover that up? And he's just like, whatever.
And then the last house blew that shit up too. And Nero's just like, I get it. It makes sense. Like, I just love that they became friends.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Or like Nero, honestly, like I loved Nero in his book, but I loved Nero in the other books, but especially in Dom and Hans. Like in Dom, when he's trying to steal Dom's brass knuckles, I thought that entire sequence was so fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
I liked him in King, though. In King, where he's just like, you were so on me in my book.
Yes.
I'm going to give you such a hard time now. I loved it.
Nero's great.
I loved it. But King, okay, so King is at the bottom of our list, but in all reality, King is like, he's great.
Yeah. No, he's good. He's good. Honestly, I'm going to tell you why King's at the bottom of my list. And it's the stupidest reason ever. It just...
Let's talk about the nicknames, though, for all of it.
It was the nicknames.
It was the nicknames.
I couldn't do the whole my king husband situation, not in the bedroom setting. In the bedroom, whatever. I will call you whatever you want.
But his name is King.
I know, but you have to address him as my king is disgusting. Like,
and Daddy is so much better.
No, I hated that too. I will say that's the only downside of this entire series for me personally were the nicknames that the men gave the women. I just couldn't get behind it, fam.
No, I couldn't get behind it in Hans. All the other ones was fine for me. Honestly, they were fine for me. I didn't mind.
Honestly, in Hans, it was.
So wait, what was it in Nero again?
Sweet, like my sweetie, sweetheart, sweet something.
Okay.
My sweet girl, I think it was. My sweet girl.
And then King?
King was my queen, and then he called her something else, but I literally, the only one etched into my brain was that he was like, it needs to be my king and husband. And then in Dom, he called her Angel, Shorty, and something
I didn't care
else.
for the Shorty.
And something else. He called her another one too.
I forget.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
And then in Hans, it was little girl, and butterfly, which
it's very strange.
I'll never
butterfly. I don't mind so much. I guess
the butterfly just.
It was the daddy thing, and then the little girl thing. I was like, wait, aren't we against? Like, is this entire series against this narrative? I don't know, but like. It creeped me out a little bit. Let me tell you something. No, but like some people are actually into that. some people are actually into that. And so I'm not one of those people, but
We're not
shaming it. Either way, I did not like the nickname, and I didn't like in the setting that they put it. I did not like any of that. So yeah.
Yeah, the nicknames were just not it.
They were just very.
They were just not it. The most tolerable ones to me were Dom, but other than that, I was like,
yeah, I didn't mind Nero's, Kings, and Doms. Hans were a little on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, I do like the fact that like I do like the happy endings for all of them. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I do. I loved it. I love the fact that Val was with child and like had the kid, and then like I loved that. Honestly, I was like sad. Like when I was reading Dom, I was like, man, Val's gonna be like away from everybody. But then as the story progressed, I was like, no, she's like building her own life, and I really love that for her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And even though like they're in Chicago, it's still just like a short drive flight away, you know, so they still see each other often. And like she was so alone. I loved that Dom's family just really just like accepted her as
I like the fact that Dom kind of like intervened and like really brought her sister and King and her back together.
Yes.
Because in King, you see that they have a relationship, but it's very on the surface.
Yeah.
And then also like, but also it's one of those things where like Val should have said something. She should have said something. Because for instance, those of us who have siblings, some people I find them a little bit more cordial and like weird, like that they don't talk to their siblings. But for me, I'm just like, you did this and you pissed me off. Even step siblings, I'm just like, we're fighting, you know, if I have a problem. So I feel like I love that because he's very close with his family. He also has that dynamic with his family. So he's just like, oh no, we're fighting it out.
Yeah.
And you're messed up. But honestly, she should have said something too. But I think it's just like she read the room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's like, she just wanted to be loved.
She's like, I don't want to cause more issues.
They're correct. Okay,
because I understand that I came out of something.
Correct.
Like that.
And I feel like honestly, I really liked Val too. Like
I really liked King though. Because like King honored what his father wanted.
Yeah.
Made sure that she was okay. And honestly, like it's more than what most did for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, okay, what about the sister?
I was just gonna talk about that. The sister and then Dom's second being like married. I loved that.
That's so cool. It's like, I married my sister's husband's cousin.
Yes, I love that. It was so good.
I love the fact that
he was like, who's that? And King was like, no.
No. I love the fact that like at Hans and Cassie's wedding, he catches the bouquet and he pretends he's gonna propose, and he's like, all right, just tell your brother we're married already. Like what? I love that they ended
the King
like
was
that.
like, what the fuck? Hell no. And then he goes, you guys are married.
All right, I guess. Fine. Congratulations. Yeah, no. Okay, wait. So my question to you is, which one of the moment where the woman either gets captured or it's attacked or
that does
because it happens in all of the books.
Yeah, in all 4 of them.
Which one of them did you like the most?
I actually loved it most in Dom because it wasn't Val. It was Dom.
Okay.
And I loved that. I liked the fact that he was the one that got hurt, not her.
Okay. Well, none of them got hurt.
Yes. Like they got beat up, like fell down the stairs, all the things, whatever. I like the fact that they switched it in his, and it wasn't.
Nero got shot.
No, I know, but I'm saying like she never got captured.
Okay.
In Dom. So like I liked the fact that it was like an ambush on both of them, and then it was like, oh my god, I really thought at some point I was like, oh my god, she's gonna kill Dom. Okay, I mean I was like, I hope this is a happy ending, but also too, I mean it's tragic, but okay.
I like that they were all different.
Yeah,
honestly.
And if not, then Hans.
My favorite was Nero.
Okay.
Just because I love that entire interaction where like he lands a plane on the block. Tell me you have power. Lands a plane on the block.
Yeah.
Then this guy King comes with a bazooka. Okay? And the entire alliance is there.
Yeah.
And goes in. And then like he takes a shot for her. And then like she shoots the guy, but he's just like, I'll finish it for you. And then I just love the entire thing.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that she like created a relationship with her bodyguard, and like I just thought that was so sweet. And he felt so bad, and he was just like, and Nero was so pissed about that. Like I just feel like I love that entire, and it wasn't dragged out, so I really liked that.
No, I for me again, like I said, it was Dawn. I visualized it like a movie.
With Kings, I actually feel like, no lie, if I was the woman in King, I would be Savannah. I would be even more scared.
Yeah, because it was in your house.
Yeah, like they come into your house.
Yeah, that was
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's a little bit more like, traumatic, and
Yeah.
you still have to live there after the fact, and like, yeah.
I actually did. Each one was so different, right? Because again, that she was taken, like, going on a coffee run.
Like she had an ambush.
Right. She was in.
And got taken.
She was in, her house, and someone broke in. And then in Dom, it was like they were literally landing, and she hadn't seen Dom in so long. You know what I mean? She was planning on telling him that she was pregnant and like that whole thing. So like literally then the ambush happened, and like, and then she came out of nowhere. Boom, 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 boom.
Christmas Day again. I'm like, this girl can't have a good Christmas day
at
for
all,
shit.
at all. Horrible.
It was not in the cards for her.
Yeah. And I love that he apologized like in that moment. And she's like, you don't oh, that entire sequence. Anyway, and then in Hans, I really liked it too. So my two favorites were Dom and Hans. I was like, everything's going too smoothly, right?
what?
At the end, when Cass was gonna get kidnapped.
Okay.
When they were like planning on like going in and taking out whatever. I was like, it's just going too smoothly. I don't know. This is not gonna end well. And then of course she gets taken. And then
She
I'm like,
insisted on going.
no, he didn't want her to leave.
I know, but
Yeah.
she insisted on going.
And so like I was like, okay. And then she gets drugged and then like taken, and I was like, oh my god, no. Okay.
I just felt like honestly, I feel like they were like, well, they're so close together. How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? They saw
Yeah.
one opening and they were just like,
no, and they took it.
And all I'm
they
thinking
got
about
her.
when I'm reading this is, what the hell's the driver doing? Like all these other people, these
Yeah.
other factors, and he got shot also.
Yeah, I will say that it was just that sequence. I saw that like a movie too.
Yeah.
And then I love the fact that she was like,
I
I'm
saw
not
all
sitting-
three of theirs as movies. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, I genuinely was like, I love the fact that Cass was like, I'm not sitting here like a sitting duck. Like I'm gonna figure something
She's
out.
like, yeah, that's something I loved her as an FMC.
No, I did.
She was not
yeah.
helpless. She was not a victim. She was very much like, okay, what can I use as a weapon? She's like, oh, looking at a mirror, of course. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like she was not a dumb
Although,
girl.
I think
she's
the
a
only
little
thing-
clumsy and like a little messy.
Like a klutz, yeah.
But I feel like she was not stupid, and I love that.
I think the only thing I wish she wouldn't have done was I wish she didn't end up telling, what the hell was his name? Gerard, whatever the fuck his name was, that Hans was a part of the Alliance. I actually wish that would have been a surprise to the main guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because then he started like running. He's like, wait, are you not lying? Wait, there was other guy. And then he like, now you're beefing up security. I actually really wish it would have been like
Yeah, like
a
her
full
not
ambush.
shit talking. I wish she would have stayed
Yeah.
quiet too. Me too. When I was reading, I was just like, why'd you have to do
I
that?
was like, because had
you
they
were
stayed-
chilling in the room,
Right.
And now they're gonna take you with the
with the other girls. And I was like, come on, be smart.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
act as though you've like been, it was like that scene with King, and he goes, why'd you tell me my name? Like, act as though like you have some sense. You know what I mean? Because now I'm not letting you go.
Exactly. With King though, I actually really liked what happened in the beginning. I really liked, because I feel like, no lie, it's relatable. You start dating someone, you don't know anything about them. You take everything they say at face value.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, that's a Miami story if I ever heard a Miami story. You walk in to drop something off at a friend's house with a new guy you're dating, and his wife is there with her brother. Messy. But I feel like, okay, but what doesn't happen is the brother doesn't show up later to kill him, So, and what's crazy is that I think it's funny that later on it's revealed that she asked him to go kill her.
Yes, I love
To go
that
kill
too.
Yeah.
I love that too. I'm not gonna lie. Ashton was that girl.
Ashton's hilarious.
Yeah.
I feel like she was just like, you cheat on me, King.
And honestly,
Go get that motherfucker.
Honestly,
He's like,
if I lived in that world, like if I was in one yes.
no, the amount of people you would have killed off would be, you would have to know Hans, because that the amount of people that you would probably want killed. Like, Baristas, ridiculous. Hans. Like, little ring. Ding. Hans. And he's so unhinged. Did you touch your cookie? I got you. Like, logical. He's just like, I get it. I don't like people touching my Post-its. I don't like shit of mine.
You know what? Never mind.
I'm kidding.
I feel like I'm so
kidding.
unhinged.
No, I'm kidding.
No, but I'm like, it's badass to be able to have a brother that's like, no, like, go bust a kneecap. Like,
Oh, no. I mean, again, if you could.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
if you
in
could
this,
in the regular world, I don't know.
and not in the real world, in like, in these,
No, I'm saying like, if we lived in a world like that,
go bust the kneecap.
you know how many people would be out here busting kneecaps?
A lot.
Because people be out here trifling.
Bro,
Messed
the
up.
life I've lived.
Like, I have a list of kneecaps that need to go. You don't need that. You don't need that kneecap. I cannot. No, but yeah, so I did like that it was revealed that that's what Astrid wanted.
Yeah.
I also liked the fact that when Val does know that she's pregnant and she tells Savannah, because Savannah was with her,
Yes.
that like they all have a moment where they're together.
Yes. And Astrid's like, what?
She knows and I don't know.
I'm your sister.
Also, you've been a horrible sister, Astrid. Sit the F down. For the love of God.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was really funny. And then, yeah. That was
I love
so
the Little
funny.
Wives Club.
I
I
do
love
too.
that they were like, they're just there for each other, you know? Like when Dom was like, okay, now it's time to go in and like do what we gotta do. We're going to Colombia, I guess. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And all the wives are together like slumber partying it up. And then
I was like, you just got out of the hospital, shot the fuck up 3 days ago, babe. Lay down.
And he's like, no.
Like she comes inside and he's just like putting on his belt. And she's just like, son of a bitch. Like,
But I love that all the men are just on board.
Yeah.
Like, all right, well, who are we killing today? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I love too that like there was that, and then the camaraderie of the wives where she like Val's like really anxious and she's like, does it ever get easier? And they're just like, no, but we're here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like we have each other and all of that. And then I do love that in Hans, like they were like, we got you, like all hands on deck. All of them were like, we're in this, we're doing this, whatever. And then when all the weaponry came out, and of course there's a flamethrower RPG thing, and King is like, lie.
yes. Yes.
And then when Cassie tells, who was it that she was talking about? Oh, when they were at Nero's house, and then some of the Post-it notes were peeking out of Hans's
She's
pocket.
like, he gets really weird about it.
He
He's just shoving
decapitated
it
the
back
last
in.
guy that did
Yeah,
it.
she's just like, you know, she like runs up to him, shoves it in there. She's like, well, he is very sensitive about it. Seeing that he decapitated the last person, I think we should just let it go.
And then Nero's like, you beheaded somebody? With what?
What did you use?
He goes, katana. He goes, can I see it? Am I getting it back?
You're gonna give it back?
And then he goes,
And
of
Dom
course.
is
And
there
then
like-
Dom's like, yes, sure.
Like, what is up with this guy? I love that. I love that so much.
Oh, my Lord.
Wait, I was gonna say also, I thought it was super cute for Hans where they get pregnant with twins, and then they're trying for like on her wedding day she tells him. I like how she like just like mouthed it to him,
Yeah.
and he was
was
just
twins?
like, yeah, they had twins.
That was in a bonus chapter.
Oh yeah, maybe you
Yeah.
need to read
No,
the
no,
bonus
no, I did
chapter. Okay, well, and then I like the fact that like so now he's so funny though because like Loki, I know he knows she cannot cook. So at the end, the bonus chapter has it that he.
Wait,
has
don't
a-
tell me. I want to read it.
Oh, okay, okay,
Don't
okay.
tell me, I wanna
Wait,
read it.
what did you read?
I didn't
bonus
read any-
chapter?
I didn't
Oh,
know
the
any-
deal. That's the one. You read, the
Yeah, I
bonus
didn't read any of
chapter.
the bonus
Yeah,
chapters. I didn't even know.
all have bonus chapters.
Well, I'm going back and reading bonus chapters.
okay. Well, spoiler. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, no, I just love the dynamic after a while because then at one point, I mean, this is in the bonus chapter, but it's not a big thing. At one point, they're talking and King is like super happy. He's just like, oh, thank God my sister got married to that guy because now that she's in Chicago, I have more access to my wife and less of my money's being spent on these charitable events, you know?
That's so funny.
It's like husbands talking, you know,
Yeah,
like venting a little bit. So I thought that was really cute. And then like Nero and Hans are super close.
I love that.
Since they're neighbors, they claim it's because they're neighbors.
I
but
love
really
that.
they
I know.
just
And
show
then
all the
Nero
time.
officiates their wedding, which I think is so funny that he's like officiating
Hilarious.
everybody's wedding.
Hilarious.
And no, I love that he came in with like the robe, the katana, like he gives him the red katana. Just, like, I love the bromance.
There's
I
a
just-
moment and I already told you this part yesterday. There's a moment where like she's telling him like, stop trying to put the katana on the dog. She's like telling Nero, and it's so funny. He's always trying to find a way to put the weapons accessible to the dog. Like I just think that's so funny.
I know, I love it.
I think he's the
really-
perfect amount of unhinged.
And,
Like
like,
concerns,
and-
but like
and
cool.
funny.
Like in Nero's story, when he brings her back to his house, he was just like, "She's staying so quiet. Like I need to know.
Do you like it?
Do you like any of this? Like, fuck, please give me a." I just love that. Like I feel like I love the fact that he's him, and she's looking at him like he's everything, and he's just like a little insecure
I
as
know.
well.
No, or one of my favorite scenes is also when it's in Nero when Nero's stalking Peyton, and King is with him.
I love King and Nero.
King is like, that's the girl? And he goes like, what are you doing? And he goes, well, I'm getting coffee, obviously. And he gets out of the car, and he goes and grabs a coffee, and like, then he's like, so what's your favorite coffee? And she goes, a coconut honey latte. Da-da-da. He goes, let me get one of those. And then he gives it to Nero, and Nero's like, what the fuck is this shit? And he goes, well, I just thought you wanted your girls. No, it's good. I just needed it to adjust first.
I like how he's just like, I love how they have those moments like where they're cringe, but they're in front of each other, and then they give each other such a hard time later on.
Yes,
so,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love when Dom meets Peyton.
Yes,
and says,
that is, honest to God, one of the best lines in the entire series.
And he's just like,
she's like, so what's your name?
And he's just like, Dom, but you can call me Daddy.
And
Nero just attacks him.
I just love
it
that
so
scene. And then afterwards, he's like, I kind of like you, Dom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
I loved it. No, and then like again with King, I love the fact that like King like I love the fact that Dom reached out to King when he found Savannah.
Yes.
And then I don't know. I really did like King's story.
No, I did love when King and Savannah have like their whole scene in the bunker or whatever. And when Nero comes out, like he comes out and Nero's there, and he goes, what? I don't even want to. He goes, my wife's cooler than yours. Like, you know what I mean? And like, I just loved that whole thing because Nero's like, I'm like kind of disturbed actually. The fact that like, I just love that they each have their lines that they're like, that's just too far. You know what I mean? And I would never, but like, okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's just my wife's cooler than yours.
No, I definitely love though like how King is with his like staff.
Yeah.
And like just he's very again, he has his shit together. And I loved his relationship with his dog.
Yeah.
I just loved
I thought that was also
sweet.
hilarious too, that his name is Duke. And she's like, what are the other ones? Earl and Lord.
I love how she rage baits him so much. Oh my gosh. I loved all of it. I did.
And then too, when Dom gives them each a diamond bracelet, and he's like, yeah, that's right. I brought them diamonds.
I really did like the way Dom was like with her family. I felt like also when he would like call him, when King would call him, he was just like, that's not the way it works. And you know it. You know it. Now we're family. So like I really liked that.
It was so good. This series
really
was
good.
honestly really good. This is one that I will 100% reread down the line.
No, you know what line I love about with Dom?
Yes.
When he like walks in when they're in Vegas and he walks in and her friends are like, is that the guy? And he's like, yeah, I'm her guy. I just love that whole scene.
Ugh.
And I love when they're having dinner and they're actually talking. He ruined it by drugging her, but definitely like it was really nice. And then like I just really liked it a lot.
Yeah, no, the series is really, really good. Like they're
really
good palate cleansers. They're really fun reads. Like you honestly are cracking up at certain moments. Like I was laughing a lot through Hans, and honestly, mainly because she was such a bad cook, and it didn't matter how bad it was. He was eating it. Like when she burnt the cookies, the corn cookies, and he reads the note, and he's like, blackened corn, honey, no.
I love when he goes and he's like, let me grab her shoes, and he's like. He's gonna sniff them, and he's like, I shouldn't. She can probably see me. She can probably see me, and if on the off chance she can see me, that's a little too weird.
Oh my god!
And I love the fact that she sits down for the first time in his bunker, and then she's just like, "Are you obsessed with me?"
He's
like,
totally obsessed with me. Honestly,
I know she's like, Loki's so happy.
No, but I totally feel like that's you. You're like, are you obsessed with me? He's fucking obsessed with me.
No, in my head, I would have been like, he's so obsessed with me. Right now.
I know, because that's so you.
I'd be like, you're not gonna say it, but we know it. We know it.
Oh my god.
I really did like their dynamic. Oh, but let's talk about Val really quick. Dude, Val's life,
bro,
was so sad.
I know.
So sad. I mean, Peyton's life was no walk in the park neither.
No, I know. But
yeah, I will say that
was rough because it was sad because the only person that she truly loved and truly loved her, well,
was her dad.
She loved her mom because that was her mom, you know what I mean? And she wanted the effort. But like the one person that like showed her affection and love was her dad. And then to find out at 9 years old at his funeral that you are the mistress's, like you're the result of an affair.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
and that's why
to unpack on a 9-year-old.
Yeah, and that's why your dad could never bring you home and like all these things.
Like it all started like connecting the dots, and then also you have these other grown kids that are like looking at you like it's your fault, like it's somehow.
Yeah.
And then also it just goes to show you that like not every single mother is very maternal, and like like that woman had a plan in mind. Like, I'm gonna get pregnant with his baby, he's gonna take care of me.
Yeah.
And she did not count on him dying. And also he knew who she was at her core.
Yeah.
You know, I really think, like, honestly, it was fucked up because he should have taken her away.
Yeah.
With all the money he had and resources, he should have taken her away.
Yeah.
And, like, honestly, maybe even hired someone to take care of her. That would have been the best bet he could have done.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Like,
I
if you
agree.
had that
I feel
amount
like
of
it was
money.
one of those, like, kind of, like, he knew who the mom was. And honestly, like, I think as a parent myself, you know, not that this is my situation, but let's say I was in a situation where, like, my kid is not with me full time, and then they, like, come to me, and it's not like Val was, like, in one of those moments, like, I like my kids, I want to go live with dad.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, okay, cool. Like, she's virtually breaking down to you, talking about, can I live with you? Okay, let's
Yeah.
unpack the situation here. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know
but
what I
just,
mean?
again, it's like the older generation
I know.
where he's just like, but you're on my side. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I can't.
know.
And it
So
was just
sad.
sad. And it's sad because then it all made sense to her when she was just like, now I understand why.
Honestly, when Dom, like, when it broke out that, like, Dom, like, played her, and her just breaking down, like, she just broke down. Like, not, like, she cried, but then
She
she was
just,
just
like,
broken.
I
Like,
feel like she just shut down.
Yes.
That's what she did. She shut down.
and that, to me, I was like,
But also, she shut down, but I really liked her, like, the way that her mindset was kind of, like, understandable
now.
because she's like, this is my problem. I was stupid enough to fall for this.
yeah.
And honestly, like, looking at how my brother's reacting to it, like, he's clearly not doing anything, so I'm alone in this.
Honestly, I feel like that's how I kind of would have reacted. I would have just been like that. But I love, too, when she finally gets back to the house, and that he, like, shows her wherever.
She's an asshole.
No, and he's like, you need to eat. She's like, I'm not hungry. Just like, I want to go to bed. And he's like, okay, well, this is the bed, you know, whatever. And he goes, can you just shut the fuck up and get out?
Yeah.
And he was like,
She's like, can you shut the fuck up and turn off the light?
Yeah, and I literally was like, go off, sis. And then he was like, I'm gonna allow it, but literally while we're alone. That's it.
Yeah.
Because
You
in front
can
of
talk
people,
to me like this
he
when
was-
we're by ourselves.
He was like, but in front of people, absolutely the fuck not.
And if she were a Latin girl, she would have tried that shit outside. She would 1,000%. Had she been a Colombian girl or a Puerto Rican, any other, she would have been like, oh, I can't? Fuck you. Like, the moment she could have.
Oh, the toaster scene?
I love that scene.
That shit was
Yeah.
hilarious.
But King did something similar.
I don't remember.
Well, no, King didn't do it. A girl actually showed up at King's
Yes.
house. The
Yes.
audacity.
I know.
The
that
audacity.
was like.
Yeah.
But I love that he was like, no, that's my wife.
Yeah.
And was just like,
Lit.
and you are?
Lit. Dom
What?
really tried it that day.
No, that shit was
Dom
so.
really
But
tried
again,
that day.
it's that type of like toxic that I love.
He was like, I apparently am very jealous if you just call people good looking. So I let my cousin come over and let you assume the worst. Yeah.
No, and I love that she was like, you need a towel? Okay. And then Rob was like, I can't.
I
You
don't
know
understand
I
the
can't.
concept of putting the towel in the toaster.
Because she was like, just like throwing the toaster
She
in
could
there.
have just thrown the toaster. I didn't understand. I didn't know if there was like more to that I didn't get.
No.
Okay.
But I
was
love.
like, is it something I didn't get? It was like, no, in this.
No,
oh, yeah.
I think she was just like, she wanted to throw the toaster on, but she couldn't throw it. Who's throwing the toaster and then the towel? It doesn't have the same effect. Like, shove this, just throw the fucking thing. I mean, that's how I kind of saw
I
it.
thought
But
it
I
was a
love.
hand towel she
It
put in
was.
there. Okay.
But that's why it was the whole point. She was like, fuck you. You're not getting a full size towel. You're getting a hand towel and it's going in a toaster.
I'm just throwing the toaster. Yeah.
But I love that when she goes and grabs the toaster, his second is like, you know, I can't let you kill him, right?
yeah.
Like, and she goes, I'm not gonna kill him. and then literally,
I'm not gonna plug it in.
No, I know. And then she like throws it in there. And she goes, here's your fucking towel. Throws it, and then he just starts laughing, and I just love him. I just do.
I love that he like upset her. Well, see, that's the thing. I would not appreciate that. So, and I feel like that's why I'm a Nero girl. Nero did not play that shit at any point. Actually, he was just like, yeah, I'm with this horror right now.
He's like, you think I want to be?
I don't give a shit about this girl. He's like, the moment I saw her there, I was like, what the fuck is she doing here? Oh my God, my sweet, precious princess girl. What are you doing here? Yeah, no,
No, I again, it's very much you and very much me. And that's what I think I love.
You try me? That toaster would have been plugged the fuck in. I'm gonna tell you right now. Right now. Toaster would have been all
but
the
it's
way
like
plugged
me,
in.
it was like, I love that because he was like, oh, you want to play games? We're fucking playing games.
No,
And I
I
would have been
play
like,
games.
we're playing games? We're playing games. And that's kind of how I am.
And that would have never lasted. Playing games never last. Better change that up. He's lucky it was his cousin, because I wouldn't have asked shit. No, yeah, with Nero, I really liked Nero's situation. But also, I thought that was so funny in Nero's how King was like trying to chase after her. He's like, that bitch got away. King is like...
Forgot about
She's
that.
finally outside. She's like,
he was like, he
catch
goes,
Uber.
okay, but I feel like he was, I feel like such a creep right now.
I love King.
I know, I
really love
do.
King.
Like I said, honestly, I love all of them, but if you're telling me to rank them
Yeah.
100%, like it's not my favorite of the series, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do love, like I ate through that story. I think it was funny. I think he's funny. I
Yeah.
think it was hilarious that he was like, literally that scene where she's like, so yeah, King. And he goes, can you just pretend? Like just, you could have just, because like, now I'm not letting, not that he was going to let her go anyway.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
he's like, no, I'm really not letting you go. And I love that whole thing. Like he creates the art room for
Yeah.
her and just like, they were just so attentive. Like,
Yeah.
even though they're criminals.
Yeah,
But like,
and honestly, he could have easily. It made the most sense to me. Honestly, it made the most sense. Like you witnessed me murdering someone, so I have two options: either I have to kill you, or I have to marry you.
there's other options there.
Like,
She said, I promise you I won't say nothing.
you go kill someone and see if they believe that. You would not believe that they're gonna not say nothing. In a court of law, she legally can't say anything now, and if she's dead, she wouldn't be able to say anything. He's not gonna let her sit there on her little apartment and not tell no one. Yeah, right.
But then to force her to, I also thought it was hilarious.
But he
when-
low-key liked her already.
know,
He's
of
like,
course, yeah.
I like the way she looks. So
Yeah.
and also like just so you guys know, these are all like curvy girls.
Yes.
All the FMCs are curvy girls. And it's so funny that Cassie even mentioned that. She's like, as soon as I walked in, I realized, wow, they all are curvy like me.
Yeah.
They all have a type. Like
Yeah.
all these guys have a type.
Yeah. I love that.
So,
it was
yeah.
so good.
They
Dude,
really
it was
all
so
found each
good.
other.
I just love these so much.
I love the fact when Nero found out that Hans lived in the same area,
Yeah.
he was like, where you live, like 30 minutes away?
No, when he was like, you know where I live? Like, he's like,
Let me tell you, Hans is
he's like, how did you get this number?
Hans is a creeper.
He goes, A1,
He's like,
A2,
he's like, and
A3.
text it, tell me it. Don't all of a sudden call me.
No, he's like, I'm not gonna fucking remember that.
Yeah, he's like,
like, text me.
he's so funny.
No, he's like,
He's
he's
so
like,
funny.
you think he's, and not for any other purpose that I'm just not gonna remember.
Yeah. He's so funny. He's so funny.
No, Nero's hilarious.
He's hilarious. I forgot about that. He's
Oh
so
my
funny.
god.
No, but okay. So storyline wise, I felt like this one was kind of like Nero was kind of straight to the point,
Mhm.
very like in and out, quick, whatever. But also you kind of get a feel for like how the alliance started
Yeah.
and who King is a little bit, right? Then King's story, you kind of realize that like, okay, and also I like the fact that he has a security system that covers
Yeah.
up his like
Criminal
dirty money,
enterprise.
obviously. And then King is just he actually has I think he does like he has a company.
It's like finance. He's
Finance.
he's a finance
he's
bro.
a finance guy. And then for Dom, he's a diamond
importer.
importer, which is cool. And then for Hans, he just like his family does
Mining.
and he also bought like nightclubs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like I feel like it was realistic in a sense.
Yeah,
Where it's
and
like,
I also love the fact that the business ventures that Hans purchased were on purpose.
Yeah.
For him to be able to continue
to do the work he wanted to
eliminating
work.
the
Yeah.
rings and the work that he wanted to do.
Yeah.
I also love, like, first of all, I thought it was such a cop out that his parents just decided to give up on him.
Oh, I was livid about that.
Like, thought
Livid.
that was
Like,
so
wow,
stupid.
tell me who your favorite is. With your death,
Oh my God,
apparently.
I
Like,
know.
You couldn't just go have Theraflu. You couldn't,
But
you couldn't overcome the pneumonia.
but also too, I thought it was like also one of those things where it's like where the dad was like avenge her.
Well, I think that like the older generation is a bit more intense.
I know, but I just felt like it was such a fucking cop out. Like to then sit there on your deathbed and be like, here, take the blades, avenge her.
You know what have been really crazy? Okay, can I just say, hold on, first of all, yes, that's a bit intense. But also, I thought it was very sweet that they kept trying to find her. No, like they didn't give up on her.
No, it broke my heart.
until she was dead.
that
Until they
that
found the body
literally
and she was
broke
dead.
my heart. His whole, and that's why I say like that storyline,
Super sad.
so good.
So
like
sad.
the story was so good.
Yeah, it was. So I appreciated the fact that they kept looking for her after she was dead, but I don't know why. I kept thinking like, what if she's not dead? What if it was like one of those situations where like, and then I thought that like he was gonna get there after he took Cassie, the bad guy took Cassie, and then he was gonna like find his sister.
No,
That would have actually been kind of super sad. That would have been so sad. She would have been there for years. Like that would have been crazy.
no,
but I don't know.
That whole thing broke my heart.
Yeah.
like and that
Either
was
way,
so,
it would have been heartbreaking.
It was so hard to like read his, like when he actually like went in and said the story to Cassie and was like telling like what happened. I was like,
Yeah. Like when he told her everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, and then the fact that like they found her body, but in Vegas, and like she
Mhm.
was already like, oh, it was just like,
Yeah.
so,
It was
so
super. It was heartbreaking.
sad. Oh.
That's what I'm saying. It's understandable that the
Yeah.
mom, especially like
The mom,
the
yeah.
mom not being able to live with herself.
No, and then him
everything.
feeling like,
I
you know,
could
I
have
knew,
gone with her.
I knew.
It was an open invitation, and like I just didn't go. I know.
Ugh.
And it's
Ugh.
crazy. He was like 19 years old and just
And she
like
was
putting
18.
himself
Yeah.
in danger to try and look for her and get
Oh,
answers.
Hans, I
It's
love
just
you.
like it's
Oh.
just like he was like, I knew at that moment that I made a decision of who I was going to be.
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like,
And I love that he moved to Minnesota because that's where she wanted to go.
yeah, season changes and stuff like that. And then here comes the sloppy,
How
messy
did you
neighbor.
feel about the fact that Cassie was the one that killed him at the end?
I didn't mind it. I feel like it was such a long vendetta. You get what I'm saying? And also, like, here's my thing. She didn't know where he was. You want to
True.
risk letting him go?
This is true.
Imagine
No,
he
you're
would have
right,
gotten away, and it's like, yeah, I had the gun up to him, but I thought it was only right you get to kill him. So you can go look for him again if you want. I'll come again, but if he takes me, we'll be doing this all over again. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
So that's why it didn't upset me, because I just thought, like, when you're in the moment and you got the guy there, you take
Well,
him
no,
down.
okay, because no, she shot him, but then she went for the kill shot after she saw Hans.
Yeah.
So I wish it would have been like, okay, she shot him and then let Hans get the final kill. But
But also sometimes it's nice to get a front row seat and look at it, like be able to see it instead of doing it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, hun, got you, boo, got you.
I do love that she was like, this is for Freya.
Yeah, I love that he walked in as that was happening.
Yeah.
You know, so it was like, it wasn't like he could stop her or anything. It was
Yeah.
in the midst of it, and like that's what she thought about. Very
Yeah.
selfless, very like for herself.
No, and then
Like for him. It was,
These
yeah.
things were
The
so
storyline
good.
was really good.
I feel like that was the most in-depth story. Like,
Yeah.
straight up. That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, it was really like Hans,
And when you hear about Hans from like literally early on.
book one.
So, and I love how he addressed that. I love
Yeah.
that he was kind of like, my name, of course, got lost in the mix of things because I am everywhere where these rings are. And he goes, I love how he's just like, he was like, no, you guys got in my way a lot. I had to sit outside in a trash can for 6 hours waiting for you guys to leave. I love that.
And I love that they're like, well, thank God. It gives us a little bit like, damn, we really.
We've been doing stuff at least to help, you know? So he's just like, it kind of worked out for me. And I love the part where he's like killing them and he brought knives instead of guns. And he goes, I just like the thought of like someone shoots you and you just like, it's scary if you keep going after they shoot you and nothing happens to you. I thought he's so funny.
His inner monologue was
Are
hilarious.
hilarious, yeah.
Hans's inner monologue was hilarious. But honestly, I kind of feel like, okay, his inner monologue and him, he was like the youngest. He was the youngest out of all of them, but his mindset was also the youngest. But when you think about it, it's like he was forced to grow up at the age of 19. And so like he never really like,
No, he's a little bit isolated.
yeah.
So he doesn't get a lot of human interaction. I like that Kay
He's a
was
little
like
awkward.
Kay was like his friend. And
Yes.
even like brought it up like, hey, you've killed a lot of people.
She's like,
You could retire and actually have a girlfriend if you really wanted. Like, I kind of got this a bit. And we can hit you up whenever we have a real one.
yeah.
If you want.
Yeah,
You know?
no,
Like, I
I
felt
love-
like that was so funny.
he goes, and who would I retire with? She goes, all the other dudes, the other old dudes over there. Like,
Yeah.
and then it was like, oh, and he goes, yeah, the Alliance Bros. And then I don't know if it was Nero or King or one of them. They're like, we're the Alliance Bros. Like,
And also, I love that Kay like was also a victim of it and like
Yeah.
became like created this whole organization
to like give women the option of what they
Yeah.
wanted to do. I loved that.
Like when they went in to go get Cassie, like 40 of her people, 40 of the Alliance people.
no, it was
and
all
just,
hands
like,
on deck,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I loved that.
Yeah, and then they left him. Boop, blew the shit up.
and they were like, King, on you,
Let's
go.
go.
And he was like, I
He
got
was
you.
like, finally. Like he was happy. You could tell he was happy. But yeah, it just like the ending was really good. And I love that they had like a lavish wedding. And also they were gonna have like they had the most normal like
Yeah.
ending like than
No,
everybody else.
I know. That's what I'm saying. And I really loved that. I love that she had a normal family unit.
Yeah.
I loved that. I will say, because, okay, again, Nero didn't have that. King doesn't really have that. And then Hans himself didn't have that. But I love that Dom, even though Val didn't have that growing up, Dom's family made up for that. So she's in Chicago because, of course, he's not going to move to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Like, he's the mafia leader in Chicago.
Yeah.
But she has her own family unit there because Dom's family was like that. And then over here, Cassie enveloped all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
You know what's crazy? When I was reading Dom, I was not trying to figure out who was killing his people.
Me either.
Like usually when I read a book, I'm always thinking, oh, what if it's this one? What if it's this one? What if it's this one? But this was not the case for me. I didn't think it was somebody in the organization.
Yeah, me either.
Or in his family or anything like that. So I kept asking myself, I'm like, wow,
Actually, I'm
usually
not gonna
always
lie.
thinking about it, but I wasn't.
When they said that his great grandfather was decided to leave whatever he was doing in Colombia, I was like, there's something gonna happen. Something's gonna happen in Colombia. And I had already kind of pieced that together, but I wasn't like actively like, oh, who is it? Da, 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 da. But I was like, I have a feeling it has to do with the grandfather leaving from Colombia. And then it kind of correlated, not really, but I was like.
But like, it's just, there's no backstory on it. So there's no way you could put possibly, just that one piece of information was not going to like trigger.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I was like, I was like, maybe something in Colombia because they said that like he left on bad, so he couldn't go back.
Yeah.
Like that was it.
I will say that every single one of the like, the bad person like in each one of their books didn't hit as hard as Hans.
Yeah.
Because it's like this one just like was from the
mafia people that they took down before. They were all kind of like
same thing for King.
Mid, skip.
Exactly. You finally got to use that. It's true though.
No, they really
actually
were.
Factual.
And then Hans, but I think that's why Hans was the
way
story
more impactful.
hit because it was like. No, we need to get this guy.
Yeah, I get it. You guys have been doing this for a while. I've been plotting this
my entire life.
My existence.
Yeah.
I have not done anything. I have not gone anywhere other than to kill.
Yeah. I also do love the fact that Hans.
Honestly, like if you ever see those videos where it's like, he's like, girl, he is consistent. He has attention to detail.
No, literally.
What were you saying?
I was gonna say, I do love the fact that Hans actually, like, he explains why everybody in the industry in the industry knows him as Hans, and it was like because he wanted to know that he wanted his sister to know he was coming for her.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm telling you, his whole story was so sad.
It really was. It was heartbreaking.
I want to reread
but
it.
I'm glad you just finished reading it.
That's so good.
I think it's your way of showing love to like the books. You're like, I'll reread you.
All of them, all the books I love. I just like.
It's cute. I know when you really love it when you're like, I want to reread it.
I do.
But yeah, no, we love this series.
It was honestly the series is 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
they were good. We had our little gripes here and there with them, but it's enough to overlook. Honest to God, there wasn't enough 100%. To DNF, and I'm a DNFer, 100%. So you know.
Yeah. No,
I will say again that it got close with King. I'm not gonna lie. I was like,
no, I started with King, so actually it's funny because since I started with King, it made me interested in what was gonna happen, and then Nero, going from Nero to Dom was actually really cool. I think we both thoroughly enjoyed this series. I'm really sad that it's done.
I know, me too.
But I feel good about it.
Yeah, it was just enough. It wasn't
like it gave you what you wanted.
Yeah,
nothing too crazy.
100%. I really loved it. I think again, if you haven't read them, read them.
Yeah,
obviously we spoiled a lot, you know. But
if you have read them, comment below who's your favorite
and which was your favorite story,
and which FMC is your favorite.
Agreed. That's all we have for you guys on today's episode of So She Reads. We hope that you enjoyed chatting with us about the Alliance.
And don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. We have Instagram, TikTok, and Threads.
All the things.
And we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.